today is Heritage Open Day, and the idea of it is to attract a whole range of people who wouldn't normally come into Top Church, people who have never been into Top Church and people who haven't been into Top Church for 20, 30 or 40 years. And what we've done, we've opened the doors and we've been out on the high street and we've taken Gervase de Paganel, the Baron of Dudley, out to attract interest and come up with a whole range of really fun things for kids to do. So crafts, creativity, dressing up as Norman knights and maids, things inspired by this very, very beautiful church. Because everybody knows Top Church, it looks over the high street, it's been there since 1170. But they don't know what it's like inside, they don't know how beautiful it is. And it is one of the most special churches in the country. It's one of the top 5 Georgian churches of its age in the country.
I would say it's been brilliant, fantastic success. It's been lovely as the vicar just seeing the doors wide open of the church, and so many different ages and backgrounds and generations are coming in, all bringing their story and their own story, but the story of Top Church, and sharing it with us. It's been just been manic but brilliant.
This is just working out character, because essentially
So we've had a whole range of different activities today. We've had tours of the medieval crypt which dates back to the 12th century. We've had Gervase de Paganel, Baron of Dudley. We've had kids dressing up as Norman knights and ladies. We've got the specialists, the conservators, who are doing the most amazing job on the beautiful stained glass and painted glass that we have here. Nationally important but under threat. And another conservator who is conserving the Georgian monuments, bringing them back to life. We've asked people, one of the really popular things, we asked people to send us their photos of their weddings at Top Church, and we've had an amazing response. And it's so lovely to see people in their 80s, how young they were when they got married in the 1960s and their families got married. We've had so many amazing stories, so it's been brilliant. We're really, really pleased.
We all went to church and Sunday school here. Then when I grew up, I got married here in 1958, and my children were christened here, and my daughter was married here, and my grandchildren have all been christened here.
Yeah, we're really chuffed with the response today because we've done this at very, very short notice, and we've had a whole range of different people who've never been in Top Church before, people who wouldn't dream of coming into Top Church, and a very diverse audience, you know, all ages, all backgrounds, different cultural backgrounds. It's really exciting. We're really, really pleased by the response.
So beautiful.
I was baptised here in 1946. The last time I was here was actually Christmas 1963, when Dudley Grammar School used to come here every year for their Christmas carol service. And I haven't been here since, and then when I found out about Heritage Days, I thought it was a really good excuse or reason to come here and revisit the church and see what had happened to it.
I'm the new kid on the block really, so I've only really been the vicar here for a year. I've been working in the Top Church about a year and a half, but really only on site full time for a year. And so today's been about a lot of the new people who have been joining our congregation in the last year, coming along and them engaging for the first time in some of our history. But the absolute joy has been seeing people throughout all generations coming together and bringing their story. We've heard stories today of people who've come here in their 80s telling stories about when their their dad was the fire watcher for the bomb in Dudley, which happened across the church. We've had stories of people who know their grandparents or grandparents of grandparents who got baptised in 1830, 1840, which would be right at the beginning of the life of the new rebuild here at Top Church. So it's been incredible seeing all the different generations, and for me as their vicar, it said to me, this place it's sacred, it's special, and it's not just bricks and mortar, but it contains stories of people's lives, and they matter not just to the individuals but to our community as Dudley. And I think for the future of Dudley, we need to capture these stories and keep them in our living memory and hold them as sacred almost. So that's been brilliant.